a fiery crescendo, we launch into another missions. vk3sl texting, not texting, but testing. I was just texting. In fact, I was just texting or emailing you, Frank, if you're listening. And yes, here we are, back on board. Another week and another Corona special here, late afternoon session. Took me a while to get things shored up tonight, but I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful about the SP10. I'm feeling hopeful about 160. I touch wood as I'm saying this because I do believe Murphy lurks somewhere in this room. But anyhow, we hopefully will have issue-free missions tonight. So yeah, what's the news? No news really, other than we have an extra few days to collect ourselves this weekend, although I have to start report writing. You don't want to hear the boring stuff. Frank's got a great suggestion for tonight, and it's got me all fired up and excited, but we'll leave it to later. There's a few points of clarification. Anyhow, as per usual, we always start off with something authentic and 20s-ish. And on turntable number 1, I have a 78 of Waring's Pennsylvanians. I think Pennsylvania's in the news a lot at the moment. I don't know why. I don't really follow the mainstream media, but I just hear this echo of Pennsylvania. For some peculiar reason, it seems to be a bit of a catchphrase at the moment. Someone may wish to educate me. All right, let's have a listen to Waring's Pennsylvanias, and this probably does fit into the character and of the veracity of our news media. Have I ever seen a straight banana? VK3sl testing.
Things I hate, millions I have ate, but God blimey, I've yet to see bananas that are straight.
I have seen them by the carload on the Delaware and Lackawanna,
but we've never seen a straight banana. Every place I've been or went, the bloomin' things are always bent. Oh, tell me where I can procure a jolly straight banana.
I'll have it a look in every place, and this can possibly be that case. No. There ain't no straight banana.
Here is one, you'll see it now. It's the wow, oh, and how.
And what can it be that you have?
No, you know.
Yes, there we go. fade out. It was Waring's Pennsylvanians from 1928-ish, and I've never seen a straight banana. And I think that's certainly a very good way to view the mass hysteria at the moment. It's like a big bunch of bananas. Does that make sense? Probably doesn't, but I think people know what I'm alluding to. Now, another Victor, and this one is for you, Mr. Fleming. And we were in discussion earlier this week about Colleen Moore. Now, Colleen Moore's a personal fave. She, like Louise Brooks, she pioneered the bop haircut. What do they call it? You know what I mean, the helmet haircut in the 1920s. She was a great stylist, a wonderful actress, and some of her films were featured at movie nights. We've seen Wine Be Good, and I think that's the only one we've sort of officially seen. Synthetic Sin is another one I really want to see. All right, yes, anyhow, we were referring to the film Irene, and Mr. Fleming's just done up a clock, and there is a photograph from the 1920s of the location of his clock, and there's a poster. It says Colleen Moore in Irene. Well, one of the songs from that film, or associated with that film, is I'm Thirsty for Kisses and Hungry for Love. So I've got that one ready to go, and it's on an old Victor, and it is Nathaniel Shulkret and his orchestra, vk3sl, testing. With a long lead in.
Thirsty for kisses, I'm hungry for love, and lonely with only just me. My luck always misses, I miss love and kisses. The best things in life are not free. Old Mr. Moon has seen them pass me from his place on high. It's useless if I try to use an alibi. I'm thirsty for kisses, I'm hungry for love, and lonely with only just me.
Shilkret and the orchestra, I'm Thirsty for Kisses, and that was from the film Why Be Good, featuring Colleen Moore. Yeah, we'll have to have much more of Colleen Moore, I think. She was a wonderful actress, and she had a very naturalistic way of presenting herself, and in many ways she was a very modern woman. And she lived until, I think, well into the 90s or the 80s. Had some great interviews with her in her later years. All right, we'll cut across to another 78 now. The Greg Ziegfeld film came out in 1936, featured some great tunes, including this one. This is the tune Who, and it features here Billy Cotton and his orchestra on an old Regal Xonophone. VK3SL, testing.
But you're wonderful, you, lovely you. You completely satisfy, I'm confessing that is why there's nobody like you. You, so much depends upon you, tell me true. Will it be my fate at all, will I ever rate at all with somebody like you? Just to think that you love me makes my future look strong. I swear by stars above me, I'm damned if I don't feel like writing a song about you. Music and words about you, lovely you. Let me think of phrases for, sing out phrases for nobody but you.
Authentic Missions here on 160 metres. Yes, this record has a few digs, needle digs, and that's certainly not untypical. So in the collection here, records are in they're the rejects. This is the reject shop here. And yeah, that was Billy Cotton and the band from the great Ziegfeld film from 1936. I think it had William Powell, I think, as Florence Ziegfeld, I think, in that film. It's got some pretty spectacular sets. All right, another Regal Xonophone from a few years earlier is the Rhythmic Troubadours. I was trying to find out a bit of info about this group. Can't quite find anything on spec, but it's another upbeat tune from that period called Sweep is the name of the song. VK3SL testing.
halfpenny chimneys today. Lady, sweep all your sorrows away. Lady, if you would have 3 wishes, you know the thing to do. Just blow or sweep your kisses, and then they'll all come true. Sweep, you are needed today to brush your troubles away.
The Rhythmic Troubadours from 1934. Went to do some research on this group, and I was excited because I saw the track up on YouTube, and I opened it up and it was my own posting. So I've obviously put this record up on YouTube and quite forgotten about it some time ago. A couple of years ago I put hundreds of 78s up on YouTube, but I didn't supply any information because I don't know anything. I'm not sure. I haven't got rusts at hand, and haven't got the famous discography. So a lot of it is just guesswork or referring to brains trusts or what have you. That's the way of things. And all right, well, what we'll do now, I think we'll play at least one side of that 1960s advertising feature, the Jingle Workshop, Bruce Clark's Jingle Workshop. It's a locally produced record. We have played this before on our late night missions, but I think it deserves another airing. It's good fun, and it'll be interesting for anyone who's OTR compliant. What other news? Oh yes, tonight we'll just refer you to our late night missions, and Frank and I will be taking the helm from 11:30. Well, I'll start the ball rolling at 11:30, and Frank will dial up Frank on Zoom about 12ish, and we will take you on a journey, or take ourselves on a journey. And it looks like a theme that resonates quite strongly with me, but I'll leave you in suspense. Have a listen later on, and you'll find out what the fuss is all about. Yes, what else? Oh, I do need to make our usual disclaimer. That's important. That is that we are testing, validating volume and clarity here on 160, and also streaming online. The access point is the Blogspot page, vk3sl.blogspot.com. If you go to that, you'll find links to 2 streaming services. One of them's live, or both of them are live actually. And then the premium service is the YouTube one, and that is live at this moment, and with a big on-air sign and a dedicated YouTube channel, and a log of the last several months of our missions since doing these COVID missions. At this time, I've made a dedicated channel to document this happening. So, refer you to that if you wish to be entertained. It's a very important disclaimer because we are casting on the amateur bands, and for all intents and purposes, this is a tone test if you're listening on air. All right, let's have a listen to the Jingle Workshop, and this one was put up by Mr. Kiwa Valley, who's a friend of mine, and he may even be listening. Jingle Workshop, Side 1, VK3SL, testing.
Hello there. This is Bob Cornish introducing to you from Melbourne sounds from Bruce Clark's Jingle Workshop. A survey of jingles, sounds and voices that have brought increased sales to many radio and television advertisers.
He's the best gig yet to go on.
Let's go, Golden Fleece. Let's go, Golden Fleece. Let's go, the feeling's great. Zoom with the power released. Go, Golden Fleece. Activate. Let's go, Golden Fleece. Let's go for service great. Quick, smart, your cares will cease. Go, Golden Fleece. Activate.
Smoked around the world, enjoyed around the world. The world's most satisfying filter cigarette. Soft pack, king size Kent. Soft pack, king size Kent.
The Jingle Workshop is a completely self-contained organization. The Jingle Workshop staff consists of lyric writers, arrangers, composers, copyists, and sound technicians. The Jingle Workshop services include all types of recording on the most modern equipment and in the most comfortable of surroundings. The Jingle Workshop studio is equipped with a 4-track Ampex mastering recorder as used by all major recording labels throughout the world. All types of reverberation, 12-channel 4-track mixing, full tape-to-disc service, 16 and 35mm synchronous projectors, 17.5mm sprocketed recording. You name it, the Jingle Workshop has it.
Stamco washes so easily, fully automatic. It does all my wash for me, all so simply and wonderfully. Stamco's the best of them all. Washes so easily, fully automatic. It does all my wash for me, all so simply and wonderfully. Stamco's the best of them all.
You're with Bob on the BC beat.
Most people listen to 4BC.
4BC.
McEwen's means hardware, lamps and clocks.
McEwen's means a foolproof lock.
McEwen's
means a million things.
McEwen's means mufflers, microscopes.
McEwen's means a coil of rope.
McEwen's
means a million things.
McEwen's means dining, TV and chandeliers, candlesticks, and casseroles too. Fires like this, and glassware and teapots and cutlery. McEwen's means a workshop with everything you want. Your garden with barbecues and umbrellas and chairs, tools and salad bowls. McEwen's means a million things for you.
McEwen's means shavers, fishing rods.
McEwen's means a crystal knob.
McEwen's
means a million things.
Big K, little I, little A, O, R,
just love big K, little I, little A, O-R-A. Kiara! Kiara!
Come fly with the friendly jet line, fly TAA, the friendly way.
That TAA message reminds us to remind you that the Jingle Workshop is now 1.5 hours from Sydney and Adelaide, and that all clients are transported to and from the airport by helicopter or private car. So if you're looking for new, exciting sounds and fresh voices, remember to remember the Jingle Workshop.
Make the most of moments in the sun. Copper tone makes living in the sunshine fun. It gives the fastest tan, as you will quickly see, 'cause nothing tans like copper tone naturally. So don't you be a pale face, get that sun. Get yourself some copper tone, it's #1. Get the fastest tan that anyone can. Tan don't burn, get a copper tone tan. Make the most of moments in the sun. Copper tone makes living in the sunshine fun. It gives the fastest tan, as you will quickly see, 'cause nothing tans like copper tone naturally. So don't you be a pale face, get that sun. Get yourself some copper tone, it's #1. Get the fastest tan that anyone can. Tan don't burn, get a copper tone tan.
Baker boy makes better bread.
Baker boy makes better bread. Your taste says there's a difference.
It's Baker boy, it's better bread. You can taste the difference.
It's flavor fresh. This better bread will fast become your preference.
Baker boy makes better bread.
You can taste the difference. Welcome your friendly Electrolux man. He's there to help you as only he can. He'll show you how Electrolux deep cleans with a floor-to-ceiling system to make your house clean. He'll come and see you as soon as he can. So welcome your friendly Electrolux man.
There's no chicken better than a sunbeam chicken. No chicken sweeter than a sunbeam chicken. None more tender than a sunbeam chicken. Honest to goodness, sunbeam chicken. Honest to goodness, sunbeam chicken.
Looking for the perfect stocking to give you longer wear yet still be sheer enough to wear anywhere? There's only one, a restaurant.
So very arresting.
A restaurant.
So very captivating.
A restaurant.
Won't ever run.
A restaurant.
Sheer enough to wear anywhere. For longer wear, anywhere.
Don't make another move until you discover this perfect runless stocking made by Hole Proof. A restaurant. At 12 and 11, it can't run.
All the top men drink the popular 10. Tarak's top 10 flavors. Be a top man, drink a bottle or can. Tarak's top 10.
Many commercials suffer from a sameness of sound in the vocal group or orchestral voicings. At the Jingle Workshop, no effort is spared to avoid this. For jobs involving vocal groups, clients are offered a choice of no less than 10 different groups, whose ability can be heard throughout this record.
Take it easy with Pastilla. Take it easy with Pastilla.
Cuddy Screw-Top Lemonade gives you more sparkling lemonade flavor.
And more value.
It's the biggest Screw-Top bottle you can buy for sure. Cuddy Screw-Top Lemonade gives you more. Cuddy Screw-Top Lemonade gives you more.
Nothing takes the place of beer. Beer. The friendly drink that makes a party. The sturdy drink that's hale and hearty. The drink that finds a welcome anytime, any place. Just relax.
Down the hatch.
Popular teenage stars in an appropriate orchestral setting made this track a big seller.
Here's a real cool twist from Peter's. Peter's Carnival Twist. A cool cup that's pure excitement. Peter's Carnival Twist. Rich vanilla sundae.
Twist in raspberry and lime.
The new fun sundae from Peter's. It's a cool, cool twist so fine. So go, go, go for Peter's. Peter's Carnival Twist. Yow!
Clarity of diction, skillful arrangements, carefully chosen talent, exacting direction and recording techniques, plus the friendly persuasion of an enthusiastic voice can produce wonderful
vk3sl.
sounds, as in the following examples, all successful Jingle Workshop productions.
Whistle clean, see that gleam. It's Savlon B for dandruff-free. Beautiful hair, Savlon B. Beautiful hair, Savlon B.
Fruity, creamy, crunch, or chew. Cadbury's Milk Tray.
Pimm's is the #1 cup. Discover the pleasure of Pimm's. Pimm's is for pleasure. There's pleasure in Pimm's. Pimm's is the #1 drink.
Hasbro works fast.
Now it's fun to quench your thirst. This one puts the flavor first. It's Embassy, king of soft drinks. Sparkling fresh, full of zest. It costs you less to drink the best. That's Embassy, king of soft drinks.
Choose all your favorite flavors.
Get the taste that's bright. I Embassy for value.
It's refreshing and it's right. Sparkling fresh, full of zest. It costs you less to drink the best. That's Embassy, king of soft drinks. Now it's fun to quench your thirst. This one puts the flavor first. That's Embassy, king of soft drinks.
This is vk3sl. You've been listening to selections from Bruce Clark's Jingle Workshop. We just heard side one of that record. We'll hear the rest of it next time, I think. I'll play some tomorrow as well. All right. Well, I was just rifting through the shelf, ferreting through the shelf, and I found a recording of Enid Blyton telling Noddy stories. And my eyes opened wide because I thought it said Noddy and Big Ass go shopping. But no, it's Big Ears. The label was slightly obscured. Anyhow, let's have a listen. I think this could be quite an interesting historical anecdote, hearing Enid Blyton telling her own stories on an old HMV. VK3SL testing.
Come to Toyland and you'll meet golly walks in every street, little dolls with curly hair and a nice old teddy bear. Wobbly men you're sure to see, skittles going home to tea, coloured balls that bounce up high, raging soldiers marching by. If you'd like to go today, we'll go quickly all the way. Come along, it isn't far. Off we go and there we are. Off we go and there we are.
Didn't those toys sing well? Now let's look round and see the marketplace in Toyland. What a lovely spot, and so busy. Who are these two coming along? Why, it's Big Ears and Noddy, of course. Listen to Noddy speaking. Oh, dear, I do wish I had some clothes. Everyone is dressed so nicely that I feel dreadful. Well, we'd better buy some then. I mean, your wooden body is quite nice, but it does look sort of bare. Oh, Noddy, what lovely red shoes. They've got blue laces. I do believe they would fit you. Oh, Big Ear, they're just my size. Now, Noddy, do you like these bright blue shorts? Try them on. And now for a shirt. I like this red shirt. And look, what's this? A yellow belt and a yellow tie with red spots. I'll put them on. Big Ears, I'm dressed. Do I look nice? Yes. Very. And now for a hat. I like this one. That's a baby's bonnet, Noddy. You can't wear that. It's for a baby doll. Really, you don't know very much. No, I don't. Well, you choose one for me then. What about this? It's a blue pointed hat. And listen, it's got a bell at the top that jingles. Let me put it on. Oh, Big Ears, listen to me jingling. I do like my new clothes, especially my hat.
My hat is blue, it fits me well, and at the top there is a bell, and when I nod you'll hear it ring. Tinkle Tingle, tingle, jing. Dingle, dingle, jingle, jing.
You've just been listening to Enid Blyton, Noddy and Big Ass Go Shopping. Enid Blyton tells the stories on HMV 78 from the 1940s post-war fare, and another record that's just jumped out of the shelf, yearning to be played, is entitled Breakthrough Introduction to Studio 2 Stereo. Now, we can't do that. We can't play stereo, not now, but we have been doing quite a few stereo missions in recent times using 2 meters and 160. Maybe we'll play a bit of this tonight in stereo. I think that's worth a go. So just a word in advance, we'll sample this recording now and then we'll pick the best bits out of it and play, have some stereo missions tonight. So listen around midnight-ish maybe. Before we dial in Frank, we'll have a listen on 2 meters and 160. So just listen on 1868 kilohertz, Narrowband FM, as same mode on 2 meters, 147.475. And we'll hear this particular record in stereo. Right, are we ready to go? I think we are. So vk3sl test missions on 160, and let's have a listen to Breakthrough, an introduction to Studio 2 Stereo. And it says here that here's an album. It's a collection of 12 tracks from the spectacular Studio 2 Stereo catalogue, each one chosen to highlight the variety of repertoire and the stereo sound quality, together forming a highly non-entertaining album that would be appreciated by any listener. Say no more.
This is a test transmission from vk3sl. This is a test transmission from vk3sl.
This is vk3sl. You've been listening to an album called Breakthrough, an introduction to Studio 2 stereo. There we have it. An LP, a stereo test record from the 60s, late 50s, early 60s, released on Columbia. Well, it's actually EMI. Anyhow, we might sample a track or two of that tonight. So if anyone wants to listen in on stereo, in stereo, listening in stereo, that's a tongue twister. Tune in on 147.475 in one channel and 1868 in the other, and we'll sample this again. I think there's only about 2 stations who do listen in stereo, and one of them's not around, but that's okay. We'll have a listen to the other side of this now. I think we'll flip the disc. I'm pleased to say, with a bit of gentle persuasion, with a soldering iron, I've been able to hopefully, touch wood, reinvigorate the SP10. It's been quite a process of discovery, I have to say, and I won't bore you with the details, but it seems to be working okay. Cold solder joints and a rather lackluster power supply. I noticed that a lot of people online actually rebuild the power supply from scratch with the SP10, but I won't be doing that. Anyhow, let's have a listen to side 2, Breakaway. It's a whole sample of records. It's basically just an advertising feature for EMI, but that's okay. Let's have a listen to some more bilge. VK3SL testing.
This is a test transmission from vk3sl. This is a test transmission from vk3sl.
anticipating Super Spatial Stereo. That's from an album called Breakthrough, Studio 2 Stereo, Columbia, 1960s. The big 60s sound. And stereo on steroids. We'll hear some samples of that tonight. Yeah, around about midnight, if you tune in on two frequencies, 147.475 in the left ear and 1868 kilohertz in the right ear, you'll hear this in glorious stereo with all of its quintessential spatial effects. There we go. It's from the Encore series, and I'm pleased to say our old friend the SP10 has lasted the distance. I think a bit of gentle manoeuvring and an adjustment has paid off. All right, folks, we'll leave it at that tonight, this afternoon at least, and tonight we will be back. And I urge you to listen in at about 11:30, where we'll kick off, but the real fun starts around about 12:30 when I zoom in Frank. So thank you for your indulgence. Have a good evening, and we'll hopefully hear you soon. vk3sl. Testing on 160 meters, and I'm trying to find the file.